walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So for today's video I'm going to be filming a study with me. I have a deadline in 2 days, so I need to work hard to get it done. I have quite a lot of paperwork to do and I also have production to do. If you're new to my channel, I'm currently a media student and the unit that is due in 2 days time is a sound production unit. So basically for that unit we've had to produce a 2-minute soundscape, which I haven't finished yet. It's fine. And then basically do all the pre-production, production, post-production of that. And all of the paperwork to go alongside it, which is the best bit. I do still have some recording to do, which is very last minute. However, they're mainly just like little Foley sounds. I've basically got the small little additions to record and then add into the project. However, I do still have some basic editing to do. So I've got to add in a little bit more dialogue, a couple of sound effects I've already filmed. I just made myself a coffee, so I'm now ready for the day. So my plan for today is to finish my actual soundscape. I really want to just get that done and out the way. I'm recreating the soundscape from the film Trolls, and I chose it because I'm really interested with sound design with animated films, so for me that was like the choice that I wanted to take, and I'm actually really enjoying doing it, to be honest. I've actually had a great time. I know I said in one of my previous videos that I was gonna stick to like my digital planning, but for me it wasn't working. I was spending too much time trying to make it look good that I didn't actually do what I was meant to do. So I bought an actual like diary thing that's gonna help me. And I've got a little notebook that I'm just gonna like roughly write down my to-dos for today in. I think before I actually start on my soundscape, I'm going to do a lot of paperwork, purely because if I leave that till afterwards, I'm just gonna end up procrastinating it and then not handing it in on time. So my plan is for the next couple of hours to do some paperwork. So I have some logging to do, which is the bane of my life, but it's fine. I have to log all of the recordings that I've done so far. So if I do that, then all I have to do once I finish recording is just add in the ones that I haven't done, which will be so much easier rather than doing the entire document. And then I also want to start on my production journal because I haven't started on that. Should I have started on it? Yes. Did I? No. I'm going to start out by writing my to-do list and planning out my day in my diary, because basically this diary that I've bought, which is from Tiger if you're wondering, has like times along the side and it's just really small and convenient, so I can take it with me. That's what I'm going to do first, and then I'm going to get on with some paperwork. So yeah, let's go. So I began my work writing out my schedule for the day in my diary, and then I also began doing my to-do list in a separate notebook. You feel still night in the morning, we're waking up. Feeling distant, it doesn't feel like we're making love. After I finished my to-do list, listening to my music out loud, I decided I need to really focus, so I put my headphones on, transferred the photos from my phone to my laptop, and began on my production journal. So here I was just writing what I was recording on different days, and basically just explained my process of production. Got fed up of my production journal and started doing my logging form, which was no more thrilling. Basically here I was just writing in the file names and the takes of everything that I had recorded so far, and basically just explaining what they were. We only get one chance to make it right. I hope you take this time to change your mind. So it is now currently 10 to 2, so it's been a few hours since I spoke to you, but I have been working on a lot of the paperwork side of things. So I've done the production journal up until now, so that is done, which I'm really happy about, because that is like one of the things where you think it won't take very long, and then when you go back to actually write it, you forget what you did. So I'm glad that I've done that now and not in a couple days time when I'm like rushing through it. I also went back and did some logging, because basically with logging you should really be doing it as you go along and before you start editing. However, I didn't do that, and I never do that because it's just I find it just easy just to do it and then do the logging afterwards. It makes it really useless, but anyway, not the point. But obviously I still have stuff to record today, which will have to go into both of those things. Speaking of things I have to record, I've written a list of literally all of the Foley sounds, vocalizations, dialogue, recordings that I need to get done today. But before I do them, I think I'm just gonna go for a quick walk just to get myself out. I've done the main dialogue, so the main actual conversation is there. It's just like little things like when he opens his necklace, or when that necklace is moving, or like when her hair moves like this onto her shoulder. Just little things that will make the scene more realistic. While I've been doing my work, I've been listening to the Girls Gotta Eat podcast, which is so good. It's so funny. They're brilliant. So that was great to listen to. And also their episodes are really, really long, so I find that it's really good. I don't have to like stop my flow of work to change what I'm listening to, because it just kind of continues. I'm going to go for a walk and then I'm going to come back and record. I think it's really important, especially if you do a lot of work on your laptop, to take some time out just to go outside for a walk, anything. I always used to just like sit and do my work and then like just feel really overwhelmed afterwards, whereas I feel like if you go for a walk in between, even if it is literally just like a 10-minute walk, I think it makes such a big difference. So that is what I'm going to do now. I am going to check as well whether we've got like cans and stuff downstairs, because I need to do a few recordings of like cans opening. Anyway, I'm off. Goodbye.
I always play a fool, living in your maze. Tell me why you make it so hard on me. I know you like your independence, you come and go just as you please, and you've been always leaving lately. Tell me something I don't know, you'll be up out on your own. I just don't wanna hear you say to me.
Hello, so I'm now back from my walk. I actually had a really nice time. I really like just going for a walk, listening to a podcast, just getting a bit of air. I think it's really good mentally for me. One of the characters in my production like opens his necklace, and I thought that a can opening would be like quite a good way to do that. I just gone and got a few different like of these small cans. They were like 5 for £1.50, so I just got 5 because I need to do like 3 or 4 takes. But I'm going to set up my microphone now and start recording some sound. My dad's currently on a call, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for his dialogue bit. However, I can record like my dialogue bit for the character that I'm playing. You're now going to return back to voiceover Laura, who will explain what is going on, because current Laura doesn't know what's actually going on. I just need to crack on now and get as much of the sound as I can done. I am just doing this unit today because obviously it's due on Friday, and like realistically I would like to get it in for tomorrow, and I have a lot of paperwork to do alongside it, so I really just want to get the actual soundscape done this afternoon. So I'm hoping to get that done. It's currently 3 PM, so I've got a little bit of time, but I'm gonna do my best to record quite a lot of sound. We'll just see what happens. I'll film it all, so it's fine.
It's the little things, it's the little things, but I'm tired of acting like I'm not hopeless. Show me where your heart is, I'm hoping you can say the words I need to hear.
I think we've got the recording, so I didn't actually have to open all 5 cans. I was watching on screen what was happening and just trying to align my sound design with what was happening on screen. So I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. So that's done. We've now done the can. Now I need to do the necklace moving. For this, what I thought would be a good idea was having like my keys and then necklaces to move the necklace. I feel like that would sound relatively realistic, because it wouldn't be too harsh, but it also wouldn't be like really quiet, because it's quite like a heavy big necklace thing. I really know what it is, but we've called it a necklace, so let's go.
Show me where your heart is, I'm hoping you can say the words I need to hear. Tell me you want me, lady, lady. Tell me you want me, lady.
mean, my room smells good now, so it's fine. Guys, she's going rogue. Guys, she's going rogue.
Guys, she's going rogue.
I don't think I even pressed record. Like a really big like
Got a whole lot of love for you, and I just don't know what to do.
Yes. Hello. So I've recorded the majority of the sounds that I need to. It's been like kind of fun, but also really odd because I'm trying to like make sounds that trolls would make, and it's just it's odd. It's currently 4:05. I'm going to go have my lunch, which I was gonna have when I got in, but then I forgot, so I just didn't have it. So I'm gonna go and have it now, and then I think we're gonna have a late dinner later. Basically, it's a meal prep that I prepped a while ago. Then I'm going to get on and edit the audio because I need to get that done. And then I think I'm gonna do a little bit more paperwork later as well. I want to try and tick quite a lot of things off my list. I have a 500-word written essay to do. I have like legal and ethical issues, risk assessments, logistics forms. So what I'm going to do is go relax for half an hour, probably like watch some YouTube or something, and just sit and relax, get my brain back to where it needs to be, eat my lunch / dinner. I don't really know what you'd call it at this time of the day, and then get back to it in half an hour's time. So I'm gonna hand it over back to voiceover Laur, and she's gonna, you know, explain the situation a little bit. This is my current soundscape.
Your friends want you.
So to begin with, I just imported the clips that I recorded today, and then I was just timing them into the actual soundscape. I was also just reviewing the actual audio clips that were already in the soundscape, just to make sure that they were exactly what I wanted, and adjusting them if they weren't. So I was adjusting like pitch, timings.
Show you I want you, 'cause I can feel you hesitate, and I want to show you I want you.
I literally can't believe I've just done this. So I was like, right, let's get like a really cool shot. Let's stick my camera onto the ceiling. Like, that's such a good idea. Oh my God, like what a great shot. No, because my camera fell, and now this is my desk. Well, my camera's absolutely fine. It was just when I was catching it, because I heard it fall, I was like, I went to catch it and I just whacked my like elbow into the desk. Audition is crashing on me. It's just not working. I'm getting really stressed. Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go make myself a coffee, I'm gonna go get a snack, and I'm gonna breathe.
It's possible. Whoa! It is.
I can feel that you're afraid.
Okay, so we have some good news, ladies and gentlemen. My deadline has been extended until next Friday. I'm so happy because I'm so stressed. Even though I have recorded everything now, it's just putting it all into the actual audition project. It's just taking so long. And like in the email it says that we don't have like the lessons to do it next week, which is fine. But I think it's just, I feel so relieved that I don't have to hand that in tomorrow or Friday. So I'm just going to just breathe for a minute and just let my emotions out, because I'm very happy, very happy. Now that I know that I've got that extension, I'm going to do the paperwork first and get that out of the way and done, because if I've got the paperwork out of the way, then I can properly focus on making sure that the final product is exactly what I want it to be. I actually can't believe I've made this massive dent in my desk. Like, who am I? Who said that I should stick it on my ceiling? Absolutely nobody. Like, oh. I'm gonna do some paperwork, but I do have some like pre-production work, which sounds a bit back to front because I should have done the pre-production before the production, but I didn't. But if you're my examiner, I did. Earlier I was watching Danielle Carolan's new video. I love her channel, love her podcast. So I was watching her video earlier. It was like a completely uncut video. So she like vlogged her day and completely just didn't edit it, which I thought was such like a unique idea. Like, I think that's so cool. I believe Gretchen actually like came up with the idea, but I think I'm going to sit and watch a little bit more of that. Obviously it's very long because it's not edited, so I'm going to watch like maybe like 10 minutes of that and then get on and listen to the podcast, do some paperwork, get that out the way and done. So I feel really motivated. I feel like I've actually achieved a lot today. Even though I haven't finished a soundscape, at least I've done like a lot of the paperwork, so you know, it's fine, it balances out. But I'm feeling very happy that they've extended the deadline because we were all so stressed, like literally all of us. So I think that's taken a weight off everybody's shoulders. So that's very good. Hello, so it is voiceover Laura again. So I began by just writing down a big to-do list. It just helps when I have something in to-do list form, and this was just like particularly for that one unit, because I just wanted to make sure that I had everything written down so that I can properly visualize it. I then began doing like location assessments, risk assessments, things like that.
Never been the type for giving up. Complicated situations only make it worse, cause just get it started.
So once I finished some of that pre-production work, which realistically I should have done before, I listened to another episode of the Girls Gotta Eat podcast. It's such a good podcast, would highly recommend. And I began on a 500-word statement essay. This took me so long, but it actually ended up being 750 words. So in hindsight, that's probably why it took me so long.
We got problems. I would never walk out on you. I wanna let you know. Even when it gets hard and you wanna let go, I still love you like crazy. I wanna let you know.
So here I am doing some legal and ethical issues, which is so much fun. So I just did that document. I didn't complete it fully, but I wanted to do as much of it as possible. And then I was going to continue and do some more work. However, it was getting a bit late, so I decided to just write out these big long to-do lists like I did for my other unit, but for the other units that I am currently working on as well, just because I wanted to make sure that I'm on top of things.
My face tripping on something that I've done, yeah. I would never listen on what comes and run out on you. I know we got problems.
Hello, so I'm going to end this video here. Basically I was just writing out a big list of everything I've got to do so that I feel more organised, and then what I'm going to do is get on with that tomorrow, because it is getting a bit late now, and I also want to get to bed because I have a 9 AM class tomorrow and I'm not ready to wake up early. So this is the end of the study with me. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's a bit like throwback to old school Laur Medley channel, but I hope that it's been helpful somehow. And if you've got work to do, go do it, you know, because you will feel better afterwards. Like, I feel so much better for the fact that I've done a lot of my work today. Even though I know in my head now that I've like been given an extension, I do feel a lot better that I have completed like a large amount of it anyway. Go do your work, but also look after yourself, because I think that's just as important. I have now changed my upload schedule so that my like definite day that I upload is on a Monday. It should still be around 2 uploads a week ish, but I am doing my best to upload as much as I can, but also I want it to be like good quality videos. Anyway, I will see you very soon with another video. Please subscribe if you're new, I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next Monday, if not before.